Good Monday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all had a good weekend. I certainly had a good weekend as well, and a good Monday at that. We are going to get started with the first of our possibly 3 Fun and Games makeup streams here in just a moment. The new program showcase is just about finished, so I am going to let it complete before we get started here. Alright, good. The Game of Life disc is already inside of the virtual machine. So now, make sure that the Wordle is on screen. There we go. Alright, there we go. The showcase is done. Now to bring the main station over to the ongoing live program. Nope, not the tab I was working on. Not that one. There we go. Okay, now the main station is with us, so now we can get started. Of course, the Wordle is the first thing we are going to do. Let's see if Drew joins the VC. He hasn't joined since the moment we came on the air. All right, let's see. Front? No, it's not. Okay. How about this? No, it's not. Can't be broom. And how about let's try Brook. See if that gets us anywhere. No, broil. We were very close. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and jump right into it and get started here. Of course, the Game of Life is the first of our games. And I'll talk about why we're making all this up here in a minute, after we let the intro roll. All right.
Welcome to the Game of Life.
So, yep, we're going to start a classic game. And we'll do orange. I'll do him. We're going to do 5 computer players as we typically do. And now let's get started.
Your turn, orange. 5. Your turn, red. 3. Your turn, white. 5. Your turn, green. 4. Your turn, blue. 4. Your turn, yellow. 3. Spin to see who goes first. Your turn, orange. 1. Your turn, white. 6. Your turn, white. College. 3. Make new friends. Collect a life tile.
I was kind of hoping for at least a primate.
Your turn, green. College.
Drew went offline before I could even get
3.
a chance. That's right, he's probably busy with other stuff tonight.
Part-time job. Collect $5,000.
That's exactly what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Career.
The game took the words right out of my mouth. Alright, I'll turn this down here while
Your salary is $20,000.
my last day now, final exams. Well,
3.
for what, college, school, something? I don't know.
Collect $10,000. Your turn, yellow.
And we're gonna skip those little quote videos, whatever, to speed
Police
things up.
officer.
And after I finish, preparing
You spun a 3.
this for Wednesday plus, the forecast offices that will
$70,000.
very likely
Your
postpone
turn,
their
Orange. Choose college or career.
their weekly tests
Career.
because of the threat of severe weather.
Athlete. Press an available. Your salary is $50,000. Spin the spinner. 9.
And I'll talk about this list as we
Win marathon.
I'll talk a little bit about the list when we get
$10,000.
there.
Your turn, Red.
But for now, I'm
College.
continuing setting this up.
3. Cram for exams.
Lose next turn.
Your turn, White. 3.
So let's see, I'm almost done
Study
here.
in Europe. Collect a life tile.
Listen, Fred, you still can't come with me to Paris.
Your turn, Green.
Making
3.
sure I got all of it.
Spring break in Florida. Pay $5,000. Your turn, Blue. 9.
Alright, is that everything?
Payday. Collect $20,000.
You can either have your paycheck or what's behind.
Here we go.
Door number 2. Your turn, Yellow.
Alright, so that's all
Buy
set to
stuff.
go. Oh, I didn't pull the arcade thing up I was watching earlier.
You spun a 1. Adopt a
If I
pet.
can find it.
Collect a life tile.
I'm going out of town.
Your turn, Orange. 6. Collect $10,000.
Here it is. Oh, it ended.
Stop. Get married. Collect a life tile. Spin again, Orange. 5.
Oh, the live stream ended. Oh well, that was fun to see.
Move across country. Pay $10,000.
That was fun to see.
Red, lost a turn. Your turn, White.
Alright.
3. Right term paper.
Yeah, I'm
next
just making
turn.
sure that this is all set up
Your
for
turn, Green.
tomorrow and
4.
making any and all changes as necessary to the logs and everything.
Stop. Job search.
Alright, I'll come back to that later. Alright. So,
Teacher.
now, as we continue with this,
Your
let's
salary
go
is
ahead and
$100,000.
talk
Spin
about
again.
here what has been going on since the last time we were with you, which was on Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night was the last time we were with you.
Oh, flat tire. Lose next turn.
Oh, sure. Now I see the do not back.
Your turn, Blue. Buy stuff.
Alright. So, starting with after
Collect $10,000.
we left you on Saturday night.
Stop. Get married. Collect a life tile.
Well, once we left you Saturday night,
Spin
nothing
again, Blue.
else too much really ended up happening.
2. Collect $10,000.
Nothing else much ended up happening then.
Happy honeymoon. Collect
Other
a
than
life
getting
tile.
that massive
Your turn,
week-long
Yellow.
compilation all finalized, preparing all the
Nine.
monitors for what yesterday and today would ensue, as well as everything for Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and
Stop. Get married.
all that
Collect a life
other stuff. So
Spin again, Yellow.
yeah, and all that other
4.
stuff.
Car accident. Pay $10,000.
So,
Your turn, Orange.
yeah, basically all that stuff. So
2. Collect $10,000.
yeah, basically I didn't even get a chance to mess around with Yu-Gi-Oh that night.
Collect $50,000. Your
Yeah,
turn,
I didn't
Red.
even get a chance to play around with that soundtrack that night.
5.
Then we go to yesterday,
Graduation day. Collect a life tile.
Yeah, yesterday. So
White lost a turn. Green lost a turn. Your turn, blue.
try to make sure I get this right here. And then I'll talk about what's in store this week.
$10,000. Your turn, yellow.
I'll try to skip as much of those cutscenes as we can, since we only have 4.5 hours to get all these games done.
5.
So I'll talk about why in a minute. But then on Sunday,
Buy a house. Pay $60,000.
let's see. So,
Spin again, Orange.
of course, as expected, we did not go live for
Payday.
Ticket to Ride that night.
$50,000. Your turn,
Yeah, we
Red.
didn't go live for Ticket to Ride that night. Of
Five.
course. So what ended up happening?
Job search.
Well, as I've said, I've taken the offer to spend some time with one of my
Accountant.
grandparents,
Your salary is
and also
$80,000. Spin again, Red.
and also to help them out with stuff.
3. Lost. Blue's next turn. Your turn, White.
Yeah, to help them out with stuff
5.
and
Job search.
so basically Sunday night was just my own thing.
Your salary is $60,000. Spin again, White. 9.
So let's see. Yeah, that's what I just did on Sunday night. I did enjoy a pretty long sleep cycle as well.
Payday.
Sleep for almost let's see, 10 hours,
Your turn, Green.
from like 11 to
You've spun
11
7.
to 9:30 actually.
Stop. Get married.
So
Collect a life tile.
I really did enjoy that extra time that I had.
10. Pay $5,000.
So yeah, what came after that sleep? Well, for breakfast, a
Visit in-laws. Collect a life
a
tile.
batch of blueberry
White,
muffins were
your
cooked
turn,
up.
Blue.
So a bunch of blueberry muffins were cooked up. I only had a couple of them. Well, that's because I wanted to leave room for
Stop.
what
Buy
would
a
come
house.
later in the day. So
Pay $80,000.
the first thing that,
Again.
well, we actually got several things done.
You've spun a 3. Baby boy. Collect a life tile.
So let's see.
Your turn, Yellow.
The first of that was
10. You are the police officer.
there was a doctor appointment that day. So
Stop. Buy a house.
well, I ended up going
Pay $140,000.
going with them there.
Spin again,
I
Yellow.
got an idea as to how it was all,
Buy
how this
stuff.
was all being done. And then, afterward, we ended up going a few blocks down the road, down 95th Street,
Furnished
over
baby
to
room.
Portillo's.
$5,000.
And that was the whole reason
Your turn, Orange.
why I ended up choosing to go in the first place.
$10,000.
I ended up going
Baby
with
girl.
to
Collect a life tile.
ended up going with to
Red lost a turn.
to
Your
Portillo's. So yeah, basically it was
Buy stuff.
Portillo's that pretty much dragged my drove my attention. So I ended up so that's what I ended up
Collect a
deciding.
life
So
tile.
here I'm just gonna tell it allow so that way you can
Again.
pull up the closest location.
10. Pay $5,000.
No, it's alright, it doesn't matter which one I choose. Just want the
Stop.
menu.
Buy a house.
Where's the menu? There it is. Okay.
$40,000.
So yeah, we went to Portillo's,
Spin again, White.
and I'm sure you
Buy
might be
stuff.
wondering, what did I get? Well, There was the number 3
2
cheeseburger meal,
$10,000.
but it was actually worth more than just buying the cheeseburger and the fries separately.
Travel agent.
So let's see, it was like 17 bucks, and then just doing
Salary
the
is $90,000.
double cheeseburger,
Your turn, Green.
and then customizing
You
it
spun a
to
Stop.
just
Buy a
ketchup,
house.
and adding a drink
Pay
onto it,
$160,000.
and a fry. Actually, it
Then
looks
again,
like it would
Green.
cost it the same, so
Buy
I guess
stuff.
it wouldn't have made a difference. So, basically, it was a double.
6.
It was basically a double
$10,000.
cheeseburger with the side of fries in large, the large size,
Win
and then
talent contest.
a large
Buy
fountain drink
$10,000.
of my choosing.
Your turn, Blue.
But when I got up to the machine,
7.
let me pull the display up for a second. This, of course, there it is. This, of course, was the drink I was going for.
Watching her grow up is
That's
so
the drink I was going
rewarding.
for.
Your turn, Yellow.
I was going for that drink, of course. But I noticed something odd. When I pushed the thing with the cup to dispense the drink,
$5,000.
it dispensed the second option that was also offered, which is just standard water.
3.
The last time I remember going,
Twin.
it only happened on one of the two
Your turn,
machines.
Red. Buy
This
stuff.
time it happened on both of them. And I was confused myself. I was
4.
thinking they were out.
$10,000.
So, what did I end up doing instead? Well,
Say
Minute Maid
no.
was another option,
Collect a lifetime.
and I was considering trying that
Return white.
drink at a later point.
10. Pay
So,
$5,000.
considering that it wasn't dispensing the drink I wanted, I was thinking, I think it's time for Minute Maid Lemonade for a change. So I ended up getting that, and
House flooded.
despite
Good thing
the
you're insured.
despite those changes,
Your turn, Green.
it was actually very good. I really enjoyed my Portillo's meal, and I was filled for hours. That's how big of a meal it was, but we accidentally got a second large fry
Visit
separately.
Mount Rushmore. Collect a lifetime.
It was likely a mistake,
Your
but-
turn, Blue.
but hey, I definitely enjoyed the extra
9.
set of fries to go along with the other set that I already had. So hey,
Return
I at least
walk.
enjoyed it.
Collect a lifetime.
I really did.
Your turn, Yellow.
So yeah, that we got some other stuff done, and
6. Collect $10,000.
then of course that was it. That was really everything that ended up happening within that time frame. So, what is prompting this stream tonight?
Collect a lifetime.
Well, that is actually a very good question.
Neighbor next door. I believe this was left on her porch by mistake. Your turn.
By
Orange.
mistake. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of you are
You
asking
spun an 8.
what's
Collect
prompting this
$10,000.
broadcast, although we don't normally stream on Mondays. Well, that's a very good question. I've been thinking,
Choose left or right.
considering that there's nothing much on tonight because of the FIFA World Cup.
Payday. Collect
Yeah, because of the
$50,000.
FIFA World Cup on Fox.
Your turn, Red.
Yeah, the
7.
FIFA World Cup on Fox, and considering it won't be doing anything for a good while, I was thinking, why don't we use this night
Collect
to
a
make up some of the
lifetime.
games that we were not able to do on Saturday
Spin
for the
again.
last, I don't know, 3 months or something.
3.
We were able to do it. No, we weren't able to do
Buy
it.
furniture.
I think we were able to do it in full at one point, but we tried to condense it as much as possible.
Your turn, White.
So I was thinking, why don't we use this night to make up some of the games that we would normally do on Saturday?
Tree falls on
And plus,
house.
I have some plans about next
Good
week
thing
that
you're
I'd like to
insured.
discuss.
Your turn, Green.
to discuss as well.
1.
So as I've just mentioned, this is the first of two, the first of several
Pay $15,000.
that we will be making up.
Your turn, Blue.
So we're starting with the Saturday games tonight. So that being Game of Life, which is what we're doing right now. Play 18 is next. And then, of course,
Have a baby boy.
to
Collect
save
a
time,
reptile.
we're going to combine Way Sorry and Way Sorry Strategy into one, meaning we're going to play both games simultaneously. And then, let's see, and then after that,
Vote.
we might have time for the 2006 version of Deal or No Deal
Your turn.
afterward, but
9.
we will see how this plays out. So that's what I anticipate to get done tonight.
Learn CPR. Collect a life tile. Your turn, Red.
And then tomorrow,
4. Collect
of course tomorrow
$10,000.
morning at 7 a.m., we'll be back in Downers Grove once again,
It's payday, baby!
as I once more have my part-time job.
Your turn,
I'm
White.
only working 2 days this week, so I guess that'll be a
Collect
plus.
$10,000.
So only 2 days. So that'll at least give me some time for Friday to get back to recording episodes of shows, and
Your salary
everything
is
like that, but-
$100,000.
it will depend on how work plays out.
Your turn, Green.
So yeah, it'll depend on how work plays out.
9.
What's planned for both days and whatnot. But I guess we'll wait and see exactly what's planned.
I'm,
But regardless,
pretty sure-
Your turn.
tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., bright and early,
4. Collect
we'll be back on the
$10,000.
racetrack for another morning live stream of Downers Grove.
Payday.
And then,
Collect $20,000.
of course, we'll be back here later that night.
Your turn, Yellow.
And, of course, we will do our Roblox show as per
Collect
usual.
$10,000.
Currently, for that, I'm estimating a 6 p.m. start time,
Collect
almost like
$70,000.
tonight.
Now,
And
here's a
because
job
I
that's
found
good
out
for the
Password is going to be all new
environment.
on NBC, we'll be doing, we'll be going up till 9 p.m., where then I gotta use the final hour to get Downers Grove put together, as well as, finalize plans for the next day and
Lesson at
whatnot.
tennis camp.
Which, in fact,
You
just
are
before we
the
came on air, I
Your
got
turn,
the
Red.
list of monitors set for Wednesday's Enhanced Risk,
Collect $10,000.
plus a list of forecast offices who will more than likely postpone.
$50,000.
I think this time around, Northern Indiana is going to postpone the test
Your turn,
because it's an enhanced risk this time compared to a
1.
slight risk. If you remember last week, Northern Indiana and Grand Rapids decided to test
You're going to need a good kid.
because they were thinking that the severe weather event wasn't going to start until later in the evening hours. And I don't blame them. Although I was pretty shocked that they decided to go for it, because normally because
Payday. Collect $90,000.
most times I would see
What do you mean?
them postpone the test rather than actually do it.
2. Collect $10,000.
Or just postpone it altogether even before the event takes
Win
place. But
beautiful baby contest.
again,
Collect $10,000.
I don't blame them for doing so.
Your turn, Yellow.
And yes, since I was along the Southwest
Two.
service, I didn't get to
$10,000.
see anything. There wasn't. By the time it came by the Southwest service,
Your
the
turn, Orange.
regularly scheduled Metro trains that usually stop at Oakland Patriot Station had already departed. They had already came and went. The first one was at 10:15 a.m. and then there was one at 12 noon. There was one that came through at 1:30, but of course that was already it. So, but by then, whatever was going on, we were already set and done with that.
Your
So,
turn, Red.
yeah, there wasn't anything else to. There wasn't anything else much to say.
Stop. Buy a house. Spin again.
I'll keep the Discord client up in case
Pay
Drew comes online
$180,000.
again. Pretty unlikely
Spin
that'll
again,
be the
Red.
case. But going back to the
Buy
schedule.
stuff.
So again, Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. will be your next episode of Downers Grove. This will be episode 9. This will be episode 9. And then We'll be back here for
Fox
Roblox
beats that World Series.
at 6 p.m.
Pay $20,000.
So nearly 12 hours later.
Your turn, White.
And then, of course, that will go till 9 p.m. because then I want to watch Password on NBC. And then get everything else set up for the next day, make sure all the plans are set and everything like that, so I'm going to handle it and whatnot.
I love being a part of the team.
Your turn, Green.
And all that.
You've spun
The
a
current
two.
plan right now for
$10,000.
Wednesday is when I get back from DG,
I believe that was supposed to be an arrow, not a dag.
Your turn, Blue.
we're going to make up the Wednesday games that we normally play. So that being Wheel of Fortune Deluxe, Hyperbowl, Monopoly, Yahtzee, the single duels with Kaiba and Joey
Return
of
one
Yu-Gi-Oh!
stock.
The ones that we normally
Your turn,
do.
Yellow.
3 weeks worth of the WMBS Word
Four.
Game.
Collect
Tickets
$10,000.
arrive from Sunday. And then, of course, and I think that'll be
Win
that.
Beautiful baby contest.
But
Collect
considering there's
$10,000.
that enhanced risk of severe
Your
weather
turn, Orange. Two.
anticipated for Wednesday,
Find buried
I
treasure.
do not think there is
Collect
much
$80,000.
information about it
One-man
yet.
Robin. Your turn, Red.
Do not think there's much information about it yet.
5.
Right, let's take a look and see if there is any info.
Stock market zooms. Choose a stock certificate. 1. Your turn, White. 6. Collect $10,000.
So tomorrow is only a marginal risk.
African Safari. You are the travel agent. Your turn, Green.
And then
You've spun an 8. Collect $10,000.
and then severe weather. Currently, potential severe weather is
Payday. Collect
still uncertain with the
$90,000.
potential
I
of
know I
severe
was
weather
supposed
for the
to
first
say
expected
check,
round.
but
Late morning through for
Your
early
turn,
afternoon. It's very likely where the
Spot a
postponement
two.
will be. How far north a more
Stay
significant
care.
threat will get
Pay
late in the afternoon.
$15,000.
Of course, that comes with the flash flooding threat. This is to add on to everything from last week. That being the damage in Streeter from that tornado, a bunch of downed tree branches I've been seeing across Oaklawn. That's a whole bunch of tree branches and downed tree limbs and everything.
Collect a lifetime.
And
Your
there are
turn,
still
You've
there are
spun
still a
five.
few customers without power. I saw one part of Southwest
TV
Highway
game
was
show
still
winner.
without power
Collect $95,000.
when I arrived.
Your turn, Red.
But then later on in the next
4.
day,
Collect $10,000.
their power had been restored because the stoplights were working.
Pay $15,000.
Plus, I got to see what was going on with the construction of that Chase Bank. Well, the branch from let's see, 95th
Right
and
bestseller. Collect $80,000. Your turn, Green.
the Chase branch in Oaklawn Square. That is relocating to where the Jedi's was.
Play a family
The
game.
building was demolished, and Chase is putting up a new building where Jedi's used to be.
9.
So keeping it, we're so of course as we go by there and watching over the construction progress
Recycle
and
your trash. Collect a lifetime.
how it's going.
Your turn, Yellow.
Yeah, how it's all going and
1.
Everything.
Collect $10,000.
and everything like that.
Daycare. Pay $5,000.
But
Which
Going
video show
back
pays
to-
more? US Funny Videos or Code Red 911?
Your turn, Orange. 6. Collect
but going back
$10,000.
to the plan for Wednesday.
Burglar. Pay $50,000. Your turn, Red.
It is very likely
3.
that we might end up doing coverage again.
Collect a
We might end up
lifetime.
doing coverage again on Wednesday
Your turn, White.
this week. Now, if that ends up being the case,
Post police charity ball.
what we're going to do
$15,000.
is we're going to make up all those games in daytime.
Your turn, Green.
And we're going to make up all those games in daytime.
6.
So at the current moment,
$10,000.
the plan is for me to, get ready for the day on Thursday. Following my lunch break, that is when we'll start. That's when we would start our show.
Salary card with
And of course, we'll make up the rest of the stuff. So that, as I've said,
Your
we
salary
might play
is
Deluxe first, then we'll play
$100,000.
Hyper Bowl, then we'll play Monopoly. We'll see how much we can get
Your
done,
turn, Blue.
within a short span.
1. Collect
Of time.
$10,000.
I know we usually play like 2 hours worth of Monopoly, so
Collect $95,000. Your turn, Yellow.
I want to make sure I get
10.
this,
You
make sure I
are
get the
police
schedule
officer.
straight. So we could do is maybe we'll start at 1 instead. We'll start at 1 p.m. instead.
Collect $70,000.
If you have a problem with your paycheck, talk to the man in payroll.
Your turn,
So we'll
Orange.
start at 1. We'll play Wheel of Fortune Deluxe first. Then we'll do Hyper Bowl. And then we'll do Monopoly. We'll do the single duels of Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll do the single Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels.
Your turn, Red.
Then Yahtzee. The 2 games of Yahtzee we normally do. Then the WMBS word game after that. Or maybe we should start at 12:30 so I could do the NBS word game first.
Looks like as good
And
time
then,
as any to earn that sequel.
Maybe we'll end it around 4:30 or so. So that would give us a whole 4 hours to play game to make up the rest of the games and stuff. And then of course Backyard Baseball will start. And of course Backyard Baseball will begin at 5 as per usual on that Thursday. Oh, and did I forget to mention Wednesday I'll be back in Downers Grove once again. So tomorrow morning Downers Grove, then our Roblox show,
Collect $100,000.
then Wednesday morning again Downers Grove, and then either makeup of the games or severe weather coverage. From what the enhanced risk currently looks like, it's very likely going to be severe weather coverage again.
Collect $100,000.
It's very likely going to be coverage again.
Your turn, Yellow.
And then Thursday in the afternoon, 12:30, we're going to make up 3 weeks worth of the WMBS word game.
Collect $95,000.
Yeah, we're going to make up the WMBS word game, 3 weeks
10.
worth.
Pay $5,000.
3 weeks worth of that. Yeah, we're gonna make up 3 weeks of that. And then, of course, we'll do all of our usual Wednesday games following it. We'll play Monopoly until about
College.
4,
Pay $150,000.
which is gonna be. I want to keep that going until
Your turn, Red.
around the time Jeopardy finishes. Where then we will do the single
5.
duels with Kaiba and Joey. Then we'll play Yahtzee, and then that will be the end of it. All 3 combined should only take about
Spin again if you're
45
not in the
minutes.
lead.
So we could then end the show with
Spin
about
again.
15 minutes to spare. So I could then
3.
prepare to transition to Backyard Baseball. And then when that's over,
Ace tennis camp.
that'd be all the games we could do, so then I could have Friday totally free.
I am your new tennis instructor, Baron von Folkhauser.
Your turn, White. 8. Collect
And then the
$10,000.
other plans at the moment. Of course, Friday, the Fun Night Show will go on as usual. However, for Saturday of next
Ring
week,
for gym equipment.
once again,
$30,000.
we are not going to be able to do it in its entirety.
Your turn,
Hence
Green.
why we are doing it. Hence why we're doing it tonight.
6.
while we
Collect
have the
$10,000.
opportunity. But of course, when I get back, we'll of course do our,
Again,
the
if
short
you're not
edition
in the
as we
lead.
usually do. So that being, of course, the
Spin
the
again, Green.
Yu-Gi-Oh duels. Yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh
10. Pay
duels.
$5,000.
The random character madness. Basically, all the stuff we usually do on Saturday. And then, of course, for next week, everything should be normal.
Spin again if you're not
Sunday.
in the lead. You are in the lead.
And
Your turn,
Sunday, of
Blue.
course, we would do Ticket to Ride as normal. Oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. Ticket to Ride. Actually, about Ticket to Ride, I have actually changed my mind about it.
Oh,
I mean, as much as I'd like to,
Pay
I
$5,000.
don't want to have to do an extra live stream on Friday. So,
Your turn, Yellow.
instead, I'm canceling Ticket to
4.
Ride.
Collect $10,000.
I'm canceling Ticket to Ride for this week. But, we will do it next
Buy
week.
cabin on lake.
So,
Pay $90,000.
we will do Ticket to Ride next
Your
week.
turn, Orange. 6. Collect $10,000.
Next Sunday as per usual. And then Monday we'll be back to no live streams
Grand
again.
Canyon Vacation. Collect a life tile. Your turn, Red.
So yeah, maybe I'll
6.
think about some possible, as I said, as I've been saying, I'm thinking about some possible Minecraft projects we can do.
Collect $80,000.
Once I can think of something, that will be when Minecraft will
8.
that will be when Minecraft returns to the schedule. For now, Minecraft is on an indefinite hiatus.
Midlife crisis. Start new career.
Yeah, Minecraft will be on an indefinite hiatus for now.
Doctor.
Yeah, it'll be on an indefinite hiatus for the time being.
$60,000. Your turn, Green. 9.
But then, once I decide if I want to continue building
Take a
stuff in
hike.
there or not,
Collect a life tile.
that will be
The
when
future of hiking.
that will be when I decide it'll come back, or I'll just replace it with something new.
Payday.
Yeah, or I'll just replace it with something totally new.
This payday, I might have enough to pay last month's bill.
Your turn, Yellow.
Although I actually have something in mind I'd like to replace it with.
You are the police officer.
But as I said, I will think about it. I'll think about it as I continue planning things out. I will have the first part of the day Thursday,
Oh, tax.
and of course all of Friday,
Pay $30,000.
to think about it, and then of course at
Your
some
turn,
point in the
Orange.
near future I'll discuss what those plans are, and
Payday. Collect $50,000.
of course I'll
Your
talk
turn,
about them a
Red.
little bit more.
9.
Then of course Tuesday will be Roblox at its usual time. Wednesday will be our weekly test show, which we
TV
will be able to
show
do
winner.
in its entirety
$95,000.
next week. Not this
Your
week,
turn,
but
Mike.
next week. We will be able to do it in its entirety as of right now.
Spun a 1.
I've yet to see what the schedule is going to be like for next week, and then I'll
Spin again
decide
if you're
from
not
there.
in the lead.
Of course, Thursday will be Backyard Baseball, and then once again,
Spin again.
the Friday Fun Night Show will be done in daytime. So I currently anticipate to do it, as I've said,
Spin again if you're not in
12:30,
the lead.
and then use the whole 4 hours to actually,
Spin again,
do the
White.
show. And then, of course, I'll make use of
1.
whatever time
Collect
remains. But,
$10,000.
of course, it'll all depend on what
Have
the actual
tattoos
schedule
removed.
is.
You are the doctor.
What the actual schedule is that day. So,
Your turn, Green.
we'll do the Friday show in daytime.
6. Collect
And then, of
$10,000.
course, we'll do the Friday show in daytime. And then later,
You're a
at the end of that show,
Collect a life
next
tile.
week on the 26th,
Your turn.
that is
Blue.
when we really begin to go into
10. Pay
pretty much this is where we get to go into vacation mode. So pretty much that being that all WPLD services will be offline.
Visit
We'll be
War
offline
Memorial.
starting
Collect a life
the
tile.
evening of June 26th, continuing
Yellow.
until very likely the evening of Sunday, July 5th.
Sponsored
Now, of
golf
course, as a
trip.
reminder,
Pay
during that
$35,000.
period of time, do not expect WPLD to function.
Your turn,
Do
Orange.
not expect
Nine.
anything to go through WPLD during my time away, because everything will be offline. The main Plainfield TV will be off the air, the weather scan will be off the air, everything.
$5,000.
Even the secondary and the primary WPLD, both of which will be off the air.
1. Collect $10,000.
And then, of course, when I get back on the night of Sunday, July 5th, it's very likely we'll do ticket. We will do Ticket to Ride, and then
3.
depending on what the schedule of my work is that week,
Taxes
that
due.
will decide.
Pay $25,000.
That's going to decide what I will do about.
Your turn, Green.
That will decide whether another
Ten,
Dower
pay
Stroke episode will
$5,000.
take place or not. So, yeah, as of the moment, everything is up in the air.
Retire.
Yeah, everything else is up in the air after that point
Countryside
currently.
Acres.
But of course, I will talk about
Your
that
turn, Blue.
more as we get closer.
10. Pay $5,000.
Yeah, I'll talk more about that as we get closer. But yeah, I forgot to mention something
Plant
else
a
too.
tree. Collect a life tile.
Yeah, we were out
Your turn, Yellow.
shopping was one of the last things that
You've spun a 4. Collect
we did
$10,000.
before coming back here. And I found
Produce
something
rock video.
quite
Pay
interesting
$100,000.
that I don't think I've ever seen before.
Your turn, Orange. 8. Collect $10,000.
And I found a different kind of goldfish.
Choose Countryside Acres.
Yeah,
Millionaire
different kind of.
Estate.
Yeah, it's a
Your
different
turn,
kind of
Red.
goldfish. It's like a special, what is
Seven.
it, promotional kind or something? And it's Pokemon themed. Yes, I'm actually not joking around.
Trade
I
this
literally
bounty
found
with any trade.
Pokemon themed goldfish
Your salary is
in
$80,000.
the food section of Walmart, and I was thinking, you know what?
Your
I
turn,
want to
White.
see how different this Pokemon goldfish is
5.
compared to the regular ones. Obviously, I could tell the difference. It's just the shape of the cracker. The cracker's shaped like is the shape of a
Your
Pokemon
salary
monster.
is $80,000.
I know there's another variant of it.
Your turn.
I
Blue.
chose Pikachu specifically.
6. Collect
I wanted to see
$10,000.
if the taste is anything different compared to a regular pack of
party for
goldfish. I
Granny
want
Win.
to see how different
You
the
are
Pokemon
superstar.
variant is compared to
This year's
a
Your turn,
standard pack.
4. Collect $10,000.
Compared to regular cheddar and the regular variant, the cheddar variant, which I go with very frequently. I think that's their most famous kind, the cheddar. And the
Your
flavor
turn, Red.
blast. I want to see how different the taste is compared to all the other variants of goldfish that I've tried over the years. Yeah, that was something I forgot to mention, but I wanted to mention it now while I had the chance here.
Spin again if you're not in the lead. Spin again, Red.
So, yeah, I thought I wanted to
6.
mention that.
Collect $10,000.
But then another thing I was mentioning is what I've mentioned over the last several
Your
days
turn, White.
is in terms
9.
of hardware upgrades and enhancements. Hardware upgrades and enhancements.
Support Wildlife Fund. Collect a life tile. Your turn.
Yeah, it's hardware upgrades and enhancements that I've been
4.
planning out.
$10,000.
As you all may remember, and I'll keep mentioning this several times just so that
Millionaire
way,
Estates. Your turn, Yellow.
you know,
3.
I myself and, you know, keeping my
Taxes due.
keeping my
Pay $30,000.
keeping my interest in this, and
Your turn, Red.
furthermore,
3.
so that way everyone's on the same page with the progress and
Spin again if you're not in the
making
lead.
this a reality.
Spin again.
So
10. Pay $5,000.
a few weeks ago, they got 7 brand new Dell Pro laptops, 6 of which were 14 inches. 7 the other one is a 16-inch model.
Payday. Collect
Now I presume
$60,000.
all of those
Your turn,
are
White.
going to be replacing
9.
a set of Dell Latitude 3420s, a Latitude 3480 that's not compatible with Windows 11,
Retire.
and a Lenovo IdeaPad,
Countryside Acres.
the last of the 2 2021 Lenovo's that
Yellow.
remain. They had another one. But the motherboard on it The motherboard on it was fried.
Go fishing.
As in fried, the motherboard stopped working.
Your turn, Red.
As such, the thing could not even turn on. So,
Collect $10,000.
that Lenovo was out the window.
Arbor Day.
There's only one
Plant
Lenovo
a
that
tree.
still remains.
Collect a life tile.
But very soon that Lenovo
Turn yellow.
is not going to be
7.
it's not going to be very much present anymore.
Supports Wildlife Fund. Collect a life tile. Ben, remember, Your turn, Red.
Alright, let me make sure that the
8. Collect $10,000.
screen mirroring thing is ready. Red is ready. Alright, perfect.
Pension.
With a senior discount, now I can afford movies I don't want to see.
Well, that's great.
Collect $40,000. Your turn, Yellow.
Oh, there he is again.
8. Collect $10,000. Retire. Countryside Acres. Your turn, Red.
I was only away for like a
Hey,
fraction of a
collect
second, like
$10,000.
what, 2 seconds?
Retire.
Well, this time was only 5 seconds.
Countryside Acres.
Cash in your life tiles.
Collect $100,000.
Cash in your life tiles.
Collect a whole lot of money. Cash in your life
Yeah,
tiles.
sure.
Collect a whole lot of money. Cash in your life tiles.
Sure,
Collect
why not? He doesn't have too much time,
Cash
but
in your life tiles. Collect a whole
But
lot
alright.
of money. Cash in your life tiles. Collect a whole lot of money.
a whole lot of
You are in
money.
6th place. You are in 5th place. You are in 4th place. You are in 3rd place. You are in 2nd place.
And the winner
Congratulations, Green. You have won the game of life. Sit back in your yacht and let the sea breezes be your guide.
Alright. Now, I'm gonna go take care of something here really quickly. So I'll just let you hear the music of the game's closing credits while we prepare to transition to Play 18. Alright, I am back, and I think the closing credit music finished just in time. So now let me go ahead and get the Play 9 app open. See how charged this guy is. It should be enough. Make sure this gets its whatever. And then start the mirroring. Let me do a few more things before I turn the Vista VM off, but we should have the game now on screen. Oh, we don't have sound. That's right. I gotta turn that toggle. There we go. All right. Put the iPad up on the screen. There we are. All right, let me do a few more things with Vista here before we shut it off. That is switching out the disk with Monopoly. And then I can shut it down. Then I can shut the virtual machine down. And yep, Drew, that's exactly what I was talking about. The marginal for tomorrow and the enhanced risk for Wednesday. But we will need Windows 7 later. Now, where's that other Windows 7 VM that I have? Because I have a second one. That I keep as a backup. Wait, why is Windows 11 on here? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to touch it right then and there anyway. Oh, Windows 7 copy, May 30th. Yeah, this one. Here we go. That's a separate copy I have in case we have to combine Waystarry and Waystarry Strategy into one single game. I guess we'll have to see what happens. As I've been saying, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that Wednesday. But of course, all of us will see how it all goes down. So again, the plan is Roblox tomorrow, coverage Wednesday, the rest of the games on Thursday. Then of course backyard baseball sometime after that. Then the Fun Night Show Friday night, and then Saturday it'll just be the shortened edition again with Yu-Gi-Oh! The extravaganza and all that stuff. But let me get back to that thing I was talking about with that upcoming hardware and hardware addition and replacement project that I have going this year. Yeah, I'm very sure the Wednesday test is going to be postponed again. I'm very sure about that, but I'm going to be shocked if anybody in that slider enhanced risk decides to go for it. Like with what happened in Northern Indiana and Grand Rapids last week, for those of you who might remember. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But going back to the tech upgrade that I was literally about to say, I have a few tech upgrades in mind this year. First, let me get the basis here of. Let me first get you the basis of what I'm talking about. Is this Apple Pencil connected? Oh, it is connected. Interesting. It's connected even though Bluetooth is off. Pretty weird, but okay. So let me give you all the basis here of how this all started. So a couple weeks ago, my father's school bought 7 brand new Dell Pro laptops, 6 of which were 14 inches, and only one that's 16 inches. Now these are going to be replacing the rest of their Dell Latitude fleet, in addition to the one remaining Lenovo laptop that is currently still in service under their possession. So with these laptops coming in, those other ones are going out. And already I have some big plans in mind for them, but Of course, as much as I'd like to get my hands on those now, I have been testing them out with their current configurations over that 2-week period. And so far, it seems like that Latitude, specifically the 3420, could make a great addition to my collection. And more specifically, a replacement for something else. But, of course, before that happens, there is of course some cleanup and housekeeping that has to be done on their part before that laptop can come into my possession. And of course, they got to clear off they got to take the machine off the domain, transfer any of the employee's data that was on there onto the new machine, and basically anything else. And then once that's all been taken care of, then I can reset the laptop and get it ready for my ownership. Sometimes it seems like a complicated process, but I've seen how much of the process. I've seen how big of a task it was when that HP desktop was replaced by a Dell Micro last year. Well, actually, two separate micros replaced the 3060 micro I have right now, and that Dell and that HP desktop, which I only salvaged the RAM from. The RAM and the hard drive. I was to salvage the hard drive that it had in there, but he had another copy laying around, but of course that's totally fine. That's totally fine with me. Well, that was the basis of last year. So, what the plan is this year, there's currently 3 Dell Latitude 3420s that I currently am able to, see. However, there was a 3480 at one point, but the thing is, there was some rearranging done in the room where all the work with the laptops is typically done. So for some reason now I don't know where it went. But if they already sent that thing away, I don't care. The only thing I wanted to salvage from it was the hard drive. That was it. All I wanted to salvage was the hard drive. I'm not salvaging the RAM because of how slow it is. It would not be fun. It would not be fun at all to run with 2133 megahertz of RAM. 2400 megahertz is decent for a laptop like my HP that I have here, but I don't think it would be. But I've seen how bad it was, and with only 8 gigabytes of that single stick of 2400 RAM plus a 2-core Ryzen 3. But I totally see why. I totally see why that is. I wonder if this micro got the new Secure Boot certificates while I was gone. I don't know if it did it on its own, or I just needed to restart multiple times. I might do that tonight, but let's see. Yeah, it still says I need to update the certificates, but I wonder if it's already downloaded the update via Windows Update. I want to take a look and see. Because it would show up under other updates. Yeah, because this would appear under the under the other updates category. Secure Boot allowed signature database. Okay, so maybe that was only one component of Secure Boot that was updated. So there's a signature boot key update that's also supposed to be rolled out. So might want to check again and see if the update has come down. But sometimes Windows Update has to be left on so we can do it in the background. And that's probably what I will do with this micro. I'll leave it going. Let's see if it finds it, but yeah, I'll see if it finds it, because pretty much now there's less than 2 weeks left before the 2011 certificates that it's still running expires. So I want to make sure that this gets the new certificates as soon as possible. So let it see if it finds it, because I heard Microsoft is rolling out the certificates to more and more devices now. It is now rolling it out to more and more devices after the June security update. So it should finally get it, but I'm not holding my breath. If it doesn't get it right now, I'll just leave Windows Update on and let it check periodically, because I mean it's already done the I've already done the security updates on it, so now all I just got to worry about is, does this device have the new 2023 certificates? That's what I want to see. But let me continue with what I was also mentioning about the plan. What is the plan then with those latitudes? As I've mentioned, they currently have, either they have 3 or 4 of them. They either have 3 or 4, but currently I have access to 3. So what's the plan? I plan to turn 3 latitudes into 1. Now, how am I going to do that, though? Well, that's a very good question. Each of those latitudes, as I've confirmed, have a single stick of 8 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM and a 256 gigabyte M.2 2230 SSD for internal storage. Upon looking at Dell support documentation, I could add a 2.5-inch SATA drive to the machine if the laptop came with a 3-cell battery. Unfortunately, all of them came with a 4-cell battery, so I unfortunately did not have that option. But that is all right, because I recently acquired a 1 terabyte M.2 SSD. So my plan is not only to double the RAM on one of them to 16 gigabytes, but also increase the storage from 256 gigabytes to 1 terabyte. So it'll be getting 1 terabyte of solid-state storage, and I could switch out the 4-cell battery for a 3-cell, but I would have to find the parts separately, which is a problem. I would have to find the parts separately for it. I would have to find the parts separately for that PC. I did find a couple listings on eBay recently for the 3-cell battery and the 2.5-inch SATA hard drive caddy that goes along with it. But I'm fine with it the way it is. I'm fine with it just the way it is for right now. So I plan to salvage the RAM and the SSD, the NVMe SSD, from all of them. Only 1 will be coming home. Just 1. So I'll choose the one that's in the best condition. So I'll choose the latitude that's in the best condition, and I'll see what else I can do about it. Like switching the keyboard out, maybe switching out the keyboard or something like that. I might look at Dell's support documentation further on the machine, so that way then I can plan this upgrade out further. So right now, the plan at the moment is doubling the RAM to 16 gigabytes, adding another 750 gigabytes of storage to the machine by switching out the 256 gig SSD from the factory. And maybe Windows Update needs to be on. So at this point, I will leave Windows Update alone, and I'll see if it pulls down the new certificates automatically within the next 10 days. So yeah, I'll see if it pulls down the new certificates over the next few days. I wonder, it would show up as like what, Secure Boot Key Update? Is that what it would show up as? Windows configuration. It would show up as something like Secure Boot Allowed Key Exchange Key Update. That's what it would show up as. So that's actually the update that would show up. That is not what the Micro got. It only got one of the new updated certificates, but there is still an older certificate that has not been updated. So yeah, as I've said, I'm going to leave Windows Update on, and I'm going to wait and see if it pulls down the new certificates automatically within the next few days. Otherwise, I just may have to restart it. Restart it a few times for the new update, for the new certificates to come down. But we will wait and see. But we'll wait and see about that. But we'll wait and see about that when that happens. But going back to the Latitudes, as I've said, I plan to salvage the RAM from all of them and the hard drive, the SSD. One's getting 16 gigs of RAM. As for that Lenovo, depending on what its configuration is, it will also be getting 16 gigs of RAM. Depending on its configuration, it will also be receiving 16 gigs of RAM. It'll get 16 gigs of RAM as well. And I will leave the factory hard drive as it is. So that being the SSD will remain inside of the machine with the original factory installation. All I just have to do is update it to the latest version, and that's it. Then that laptop will be ready for my possession. So I'll take a look at each of them, compare their conditions, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. But of course, as I typically do, when other computers come, older computers have to go. And unfortunately, the XPS is no exception to that. I actually plan on retiring that computer totally, not without salvaging the SSD from it, because I'm going to keep that SSD and use it as extra storage in my M.2 card until I need to use it in any of my other PCs at any point down the road. Oh my gosh, I just realized it wasn't showing the whole game. It wasn't showing the round. But whatever. Is this Domino's game part of Apple Arcade? It isn't. Okay. Alright, let's try that again for this round. There we go. Alright. So that's the plan with the Lenovo. And then I'm also going to add more storage onto my M.2 card in my main system. So one of the 2230 drives is going to go into the M.2 2280 drive that's in my small form factor currently is going to go into my M.2 card. And one of the 2230 drives from the Latitude is going to go into the small form factor. But to make the process fast and efficient, rather than just reinstalling Windows completely from scratch and then having to reinstall everything, what I'll just do instead is use Acronis to clone the drive and then wipe it on there, on the system once I put it in, or wherever other computer I want to do it on. And then put the new drive in. Yeah, put in the new drive, flash all the, rewrite all the data to it, and then it'll be exactly the way it was. No shame in that. The process will be very, very easy. It'll be a very easy process. I plan on doing the same thing with the Latitude after I switch out the hard drive. But yeah, as I've said, I'll choose the one that has excellent battery health. Yeah, the one that has excellent battery health. That's the one I will pick. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to pick. But yeah, the XPS is planned to be retired, and I believe I'm also planning to retire those other older ThinkPads as well. Planning on retiring those also. Or I'll keep them and see if I can find a new use for it. I mean, this HP computer is still, I mean, it's not like a very powerful machine, but I mean, it can get stuff done. Just as long as I don't have, like, what, 50 zillion apps running in the background, like that Yu-Gi-Oh game I was playing last night. Yeah, in fact, I forgot to also mention, too, that last night, yeah, I decided to play with those Yu-Gi-Oh mods a little more. And because that thing only had a 256 gig drive inside of it, yeah, only a 256 gigabyte drive, I couldn't really put a 72 gigabyte Windows 11 virtual machine on the main drive expecting it to work. So I had to run it off my external hard drive. And while, of course, I expected it to take a while to even start up, the game itself did perform decently. It did perform quite decently on that configuration. So I'd say not too bad it's not too bad of a result. So it was pretty good. So yeah, let me repeat the plans again. 3 Latitudes are going to be combined into 1. The RAM will be doubled. The storage is getting upgraded to 1 terabyte. A Lenovo laptop is coming in. Depending on its configuration, I plan to double the RAM of that, depending on what its configuration currently is. Once I get access to it, and then I plan to keep the hard drive from the factory as it is. Yeah, the hard drive from the factory as it is. So I won't be changing it in any way, other than adding more RAM to it, just like I did with the HP last year. When I took the 256, when I took the 8 gigabyte stick of RAM from the Micro and reused it in the HP, both of which are running at the same speed as the factory RAM when the thing was new some years ago. But yeah, I'll keep the HP just for its decent performance, and maybe I'll keep it, but I would prefer more powerful computers over that. But yeah, the XPS is one of those machines I'm going to be replacing. I'm also going to be replacing my Dell Inspiron 7506 that I've had in service for about 5 years. Oh my gosh. the clock watchdog timeout error happening even when the laptop was not hot, and even before I could even log into the device. It was just an absolute PETA. PETA is what I say the abbreviation for pain in the ass. Yeah, it was just an absolute pain. In fact, now, because of how many times I tried to get into the recovery just to boot into safe mode and whatever else I could try to do with it, it wouldn't even let me do it. And the battery doesn't even last long anymore. In fact, the battery, it doesn't even last much anymore. Well, that's because I haven't touched it in quite some time, and I think that was the big reason why. So I was thinking, instead, I'm just going to disconnect the battery from the motherboard, and I'll just run this totally off of AC power instead of battery power. I mean, that would eliminate the portableness of it, but you know what? I'll try running it off of battery power. I'll try running it off of running it off of full AC power, and we'll see if that does anything. However, if that does not work, if that does not do anything, then the 7506 will be permanently decommissioned. I will salvage the RAM. I will use the RAM and SSD for parts. Yeah, I'll use the SSD and RAM for parts. So basically, it will be a parts machine going forward, or maybe at some point in the future, I could sell it on eBay. If I even feel like it, I could sell it on eBay and maybe have it for, maybe just put it up for no RAM, no hard drive, like we've seen in a lot of those listings for Dell Precisions, Optiplexes, Latitudes. Well, basically almost every kind of computer we've been looking at when we do that eBay scavenger hunt on Wednesday night and some other nights. I mean, this laptop, the HP laptop with its original configuration, even before I put the extra RAM in it, it did a pretty decent job with its original configuration. But when I tried running the Verizons on it, I knew how big of an issue this was going, how big of a problem it was going to be. But yeah, I know its purpose was just for basic computing stuff like browsing the web, checking emails, and whatever. I put it up for something more. So that's the issue that those two new laptops that I want to get my hands on is going to try to solve. So when we run our live streams away from home, we'll still do them on the Micro, but now, just simulcasting it on the main Playingfield TV itself should now be would then be much more reliable, which is totally what I am totally looking forward to. I am looking forward to all of these changes. In fact, I think we're getting things done, in a much quicker span of time than I thought, as of right now. But we still have deal or no deal to get to. We still have, all that other stuff to get to as well. But yeah, I am looking forward to how these tech upgrades are going to play out. I've been thinking about doing those upgrades as well as what I'd like to do for the upcoming summer trip. I did suggest another dinner place I wanted to check, another restaurant I wanted to check out. It's called Cookout, and there's a couple locations in the Charleston area. I actually brought it up earlier today, so that is something I'd like to try out. Just give it a try and see what it's like. See how good it actually tastes. Yeah, I just want to give it a shot. See how good actually really is. And yeah, because the 7506 had not been doing me well, I didn't even use it any of the times I brought it along with. Just the HP laptop, and that was it. So it's kind of like that this HP had now become my main laptop when I'm away from home, although the Micro is pretty much the main PC. It has been the main PC since I got it. Because I wanted to use it for travel. That's why I wanted to switch out the VGA port from the small form factor and put it in the Micro so I could use it with that HP monitor. Which reminds me, where's that audio recording that I had of... Where's that audio recording I had? It's in the pictures folder somewhere. Oh yeah, this is it. That's the one where I took the sample from the first live stream that we ran on that Optiplex Micro. It was a clip when the Lembein initiated a call midway through the Play 18 segment of the Weekend Fun Game Show we were running that night. And even before then, I wanted to show him that it was possible to show him Windows 11 being outputted onto a CRT monitor. And boy, how much fun that was. That was certainly a whole lot of fun. It's good to know that old-fashioned CRT can actually handle Microsoft's latest creation. And also earlier today, I've seen a few videos about the upcoming 26H2 feature update and all the fixes that Microsoft is going to be doing with the operating system with this year's update. And they so far appear to be very good. They're now letting us move the taskbar around, just like in the old version, just like in every version of Windows since 95. That, and they're allowing us to customize the new start menu to our desire. So, like, we don't have to have this recommended section. We don't have to have the category view. I prefer it as a grid. But yeah, all these new features are still being tested in the Insider program. But yeah, those are some of the many new features. I believe point-in-time restore also came to stable as well, as far as I've seen. But I want to see if it's actually on here now. Okay, point-in-time restore is not an option. I thought point-in-time restore was already there, but I guess it isn't. So I guess it might not have rolled out to stable yet. Oh, it was in the June 2026 update and final preview, or was it something else? But either way, I definitely am planning on using point-in-time restore when that feature officially is made available to stable. Well, not on a regular basis, but just to know, but a good thing to know that feature is there if I need to restore the machine back to how it was before I installed a program or anything like that, if I attempt to do anything unstable. Okay, not sure what that was about. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the third hole now. So, yeah, as I've said, I'm looking forward to that laptop going into my possession. I am very sure my life is going to be so much easier now that I have a main laptop that actually works. And one from a company that I have been in, a company whose products I've used for a whole decade. Yeah, over a decade. Because, yeah, I got my first laptop on Christmas Day 2015. And it was a Dell, of course. And we have been in the Dell ecosystem ever since. So. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what this experience is going to be like. Yeah, we've been busy today. I've been very, very busy today with stuff. It just doesn't stop. I still can't get enough of the look of Yuya for some reason. But I definitely had a lot of fun playing that Yu-Gi-Oh game a lot last night. Yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun playing with that Yu-Gi-Oh game. And everything else after that. Of course, then does something that I don't want it to do. There we go. Yeah, of course, there's other games, so I have to, prepare for when we actually get to the trip. Because I want to make sure all the other games I have on there are updated, so that way I can play them offline, and so that way I can play them offline. Or I might not need to, but it's best that I make sure that they have all their updated assets and everything. Especially some games I haven't touched in a long time. Because a lot of these games I usually touch only when we're flying, and I don't touch it any other time. Not even when I'm here at home. But that's the way things go. Ooh, let's see if I can get a third 6. That would be nice. Oh yeah, and of course, let's not forget about the narrator.
Desktop list.
Pressing characters on the keyboard.
Opening parenthesis. Closing parenthesis. Exclamation point. Grave accent. At symbol. $, number sign, $, $, $sign, arrow, ampersand, asterisk, underscore, equal sign, backslash, vertical bar.
That's great.
Exiting narrative.
Exiting narrator. Yeah. That's how much fun I had with this thing last night. I had a whole lot of fun with it. In fact, I can take a look at Dell's support page now. I want to take a look at Dell's support page now. Let's see if there's anything about service manual. Base cutter, battery cable, system board. Let me see if there's anything for a base cover. Let's see what we got. Conversion bracket. So that's a bracket, so I could put a 2230 drive in there if I so choose. Conversion plate. That's the I/O board. Yeah, Dell doesn't provide instructions on removing the keyboard. Only the system board and only the system board and base cover. But it's fine if the Windows logo is kind of peeling off the frame. It's not something that I'm too worried about. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just worried about that the laptop has everything that's in good condition. That's all I need, is that the trackpad works. It's powerful enough to do stuff and everything like that. But with it being 3200 megahertz of RAM, I think it will definitely get the job done. So I think this will be a good replacement for that other laptop, considering that it's from the same time period as that Inspiron that I'm either going to be running off of, that I will either be permanently running on AC power and AC power only, or decommissioning completely. So basically the fate of it depends on when I get to the battery replacement. As I've said, I'm going to try to do it on Thursday morning, before we start our second Fun and Games makeup stream. But if not, then I will very surely do it on Friday. I will do it on Friday for sure. And this week I won't have to worry about a Street View episode because the remakes will begin. Because the remakes, remasters, whatever, will begin on the 20th, and that will continue for 4 weeks. So I won't have to worry too much about it. So it's good that I've gotten more details on the. I've got more details on the machine and on that laptop and what my options are. Oh, there's all the Talking Ginger stuff I've been watching. I made those on. I was having fun with that on. I was having fun with that last night as well, and I carried those clips over to my main machine just before we came on. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. There are actually several clips of this bunch that I really like. The more recent ones, like this one, this one, the one before it. That one. This one. Oh, jeez. I was having too much fun with it. What's this one? Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, the one where I was experimenting Yugi's voice with that. Where I was experimenting Yugi with that. That was fun. That was so much fun. Oh yeah, I think that's everything that I got to talk about for now. Where the hardware upgrades are looking to go. Yeah, where the hardware upgrades are looking to go. Okay. So, let me break this down again, but in a much simpler form, just so that you all understand what's going on. So, the plan is to turn 3 latitudes into 1. The one I pick will have double the RAM, and later a 1 terabyte SSD to increase its storage. A separate Lenovo laptop is also set to be retired from their possession and coming into my possession. Depending on the RAM configuration, I will be adding another 8 gigabytes of RAM to it. For what I assume will be 16 gigabytes, but I will find out when I actually get access to that laptop. The SSD that's currently in there will remain as it is from the factory. The other latitudes, their SSDs will be salvaged, and I will use those as parts for any of my other PCs if I need to replace any SSDs on those laptops at any point down the line. Yeah, if I need to at any point in the future. Just so that way I have an extra SSD ready, at the ready in case I need it. Yeah, just in case I need it. The 256 gig that's currently in my small form factor, that's 2280, I'm going to replace that with one of the 2230 SSDs. That 2280 will go into my M.2 card for additional storage. The 2230 drive will go in there. So basically, I'll be making use of all three of the 3200 megahertz RAM sticks that come from each of the three latitudes. So pretty much there would be just one 256 gig 2230 SSD that will be left unused. That's going to be left unused until the time comes to actually use it. And until the time comes to actually use it. I will eventually find a time when something like that is actually necessary. The Inspiron 7506, I'm set to retire, but before that, I want to see if I can fix its issue by just disconnecting the battery from the motherboard. If it works, then it will remain in service, but I will end up using it as I'll end up using it as a different kind of machine going forward. If it does not work, then it will be taken out of service. It will be decommissioned and taken out of service permanently. The SSD and the RAM will be salvaged, and both of those will be used as parts. The RAM, I'll save for any of my other machines if I need it. And as for the SSD, that would likely go into my M.2 card. The XPS is also set to be retired. I'll be salvaging the 128 gig SSD that's inside of there, as well as its factory hard drive configuration. So I'll be making an Acronis TrueImage backup of that system before I retire it from service. The small form factor, its configuration will be backed up because it will be going onto the 256 gig drive. And also, that's to make the transition smoother. So I don't have to reinstall Windows just because I installed a different hard drive. So I can just clone the existing drive and then rewrite the data over to the new one. That'll make it much easier. Much easier. Much easier for me. So that's a change I'm still planning for. As for the two other ThinkPads that I've had for a few years, I'm thinking about getting rid of those as well. So pretty much then I will have the final lineup of computers for, well, in terms of stuff. That would pretty much take up all 4 slots on my M.2 card, so then I'll have extra storage to store anything. It could be backup copies of productions I've already, stuff that I have already made, and stuff I'm about to make, and, well, basically whatever else I plan to make. You know, now and in the future. So, really, this will make things very efficient. For me especially. So, that is actually one change I'm looking forward to. All right, now we're going to move into the final hole, and then this will complete the Play 18 portion of our show. Yeah, that was quite a lot of talking. My mouth is definitely going to need a break after this. Let me see how much battery is left. I should be able to get through the 33%. And I have actually already set up the station WPLD for tonight. So, meaning I've gotten everything set up on the small form factor, that being all the automated tests for tonight, plus the severe weather stuff for tomorrow. But there was actually one request that I got over on my server last night as well. I received a suggestion about a mass NWR to possibly reduce the spamming of alerts on the main station. Well, that actually, now that I think about it, might seem like a good idea. However, I have to see if I have... I'll have to see if I have any adequate hardware that I could use it on. My micro could work, but when trying to run stations on there, the feed had been cutting in and out. So, like I said, I'll see what kind of hardware I have, what works and what doesn't, and I will decide from there which piece of hardware I should let run the mass NWR if I so choose. Because I mean, we're planning something totally new, but I'm just waiting for the right time to, finish testing and test it out, make sure it works and everything. But mass NWR seems like a pretty good idea now that I think about it. But as I said, I'm waiting. I'm going to take a look and see what kind of hardware I've got working with, and then I'll decide from there whether or not I'll actually do the mass NWR. And I mean, that would reduce the strain on my main station. That's for sure, because that's why I created the secondary to begin with. But if there's a scenario where it's not possible, like for example, my part-time job where I can't access the small form factor, or maybe I haven't set up Chrome Remote Desktop on that PC. Maybe I should have. I should have now that I think about it. But oh yes, and I'm still planning to factory reset the 3670 as well. That I'm going to get to when I do the hardware upgrades and enhancements also. And of course, once I get all the, once I have everything, I'll then announce a date when I'll make the changes. But if a local severe weather event is expected that day, then of course we will postpone the hardware upgrades until another day. And during that time, the secondary would be off the air, and the main primary operations would be handed over to the micro only for a very short period, because the upgrades on the small form factor are only going to be temporary. Well, at temporary, it's only going to be down for a temporary period of time, so it won't be off for an extended period. So that's actually something quite good. But all right, so there we are. That is Play 9 and that is Play 18 and Game of Life done. The games that we usually do on Saturday. Of course, we usually do Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Random Character Extravaganza, both of which we've been able to do over the last several Saturdays, so that we won't be including here since we already did that. So, I guess there's only two things left to make up from the Saturday lineup that we have yet to do. That is Way Sorry and Way Sorry Strategy. We are going to get to those but for right now, let's take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll be back for more of the Monday Funny Game Show after this.
Sorry.
Starring Blue.
I'm yellow. Hey.
Presenting Green.
Well, I'm red. Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry. Hey.
Sorry.
Let's roll that intro again. That sounds great. Welcome back to the Monday Fun Games Show. It's time for Way Sorry and Way Sorry Strategy at the same time.
Sorry.
Starring Blue.
Alright, let's not let the intro run twice because we don't have that kind of time, so I just like to say it. Alright. We'll let you watch them.
I'm ready for other fun now.
We'll let you watch them both together. Now let's get this party started.
forfeit of turn.
Disappointment builds character. Yes, we must know that.
Well,
Hoorah,
that's good
big
for
fella.
someone.
Fresh air at last.
I could really use some help here.
I like to take my time.
Don't take it personally, my sweet. It could have happened to anyone.
I feel so useless.
Did your
Fly
mother teach
deliciously
you any manners?
sensational.
What? You want a sympathy card or something?
Ready or not, here I come. Give me a break.
I had a prior engagement.
Together, we are the mighty red team. Together, we are the mighty red team.
Look who's sorry now.
I may not start quick, but I finish fast.
Now I'm back in my element.
Maybe next time. Look out! Here comes yellow! It is not the end. It is not the beginning of the end. It is perhaps the end of the beginning.
Slide, sweet, slow success, dude.
It would be dull if I always got what I wanted.
Come on already. Am I cursed or something?
More fun bailing away.
Did your mother teach you any manners?
I'd say sorry, but I was told not to.
Getting bumped is like getting sand in your shorts.
Now I'm back in my element.
You're lucky I'm patient.
Okay, I believe the definition of
Pain is
move is
such
go.
sweet sorrow.
I swear, I'll sue.
Hop, green, hop. No stop until the top.
It's a grand
Hop,
slam.
green, hop. No stop until the top.
I'm spinning my wheels here. I do hate
You
regressive
can't get me
behavior.
now.
So
Oh,
that's
what
what
you
it's
do.
like.
Here's a tip. Now run along and get yourself a fresh start.
Show me
boys
the
are
mean.
always
Show
in
me the green.
such a
Show me the
rush.
ones who beat all the teams. Go west, young dude. Go west.
And they're coming around the bend.
remember me? That guy that used to be playing? Alright, now you're gonna know what it is to cower in fear.
Nothing can stop me
outta
now.
Here.
Two and four. You'd think I was cheating, wouldn't you?
Yellow gets all the righteous moves, dude. Way to play like a pro. I'm calling. Nobody's answering the phone, bro.
Come on, walk it off.
You have no soul.
Red is where the winners play. You are where the losers stay.
When you least expect it, that's when I'll strike. My moves may be small, but they'll add up to a big
I
clean
hate
victory.
yellow, but that doesn't mean you can
All right,
push me
boys,
around.
let's
move it out. I hate you.
Do you really have to parade around the game board like that? Some of us aren't so lucky.
And they're coming around the bend.
Oh, do be quiet. You boys are always in such a rush.
That's not good.
If you're such a hot player, why haven't you won the game yet? Just curious.
What are you gonna do? Let the other teams catch up? So many squares, so little time for you.
Go West.
Drop and give me 20. It's a triple play.
Now, this is what I call a woman's movement.
It all comes around full circle.
Bumping is sad, sweet, sad. It is not the end. It is not the beginning of the end. It is perhaps the end of the beginning. You gotta
anybody
take
have any
one space at a time.
And they're coming around the bend. Many squares, little time for you.
And that's our play of the day.
Blue skies ahead, dude. Don't forget to use your head, dude.
I'll be taking that spot and any feelings of safety you may have had.
Dude, if you pick another card like that, that's just Big 12. Don't get a big head, brah. Yellow gets all the righteous moves, dude.
Home, home on the maze.
Hey, remember me? That guy that
Don't
used to
look
be
at
playing?
me.
All's fair and surfing and sorry, dude.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm gonna blow. Smooth.
I'm not missing a thing by passing you up.
can't believe you did that. I must speak in you for the rest of the game.
It ain't over till it's over. You know, I really am sorry. I'm not just holding the title.
Who's to say I won't make a surprise comeback? Don't get too hang loose with that old green
That's
around.
the sort of move that separates the blue
Let's
bloods
get
from the rest
ready
of
to
the players.
rumble.
Come on already. Am I cursed or something?
Enough, Yellow.
Move it or lose it.
I'm out of
Don't
here.
worry. I'll be back for
Ready
this.
or not, here I come.
I've got that cool blue wind in my hair.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Am I blue?
It's like picking jujube bees out of my
Heavens,
teeth
no,
with
I'm
short
safe.
fingernails. Futile.
10-4, good buddies. I got the front line. Let's move this yellow convoy on home.
Blue skies ahead, dude. Don't forget to use your head, dude. Wave your surfboard in the air. Show 'em all that you don't care.
To destroying you all.
Super duper.
Lucky draw, brah.
A few steps closer. To destroying you all.
Coming through. Beep, beep, beep. Dead man walking. Achoo. Danger, danger, Will Robinson.
Slide deliciously sensational.
Thank you for rolling out the carpet for me.
Dude, if you pick another card like that, I'll have to start playing
Lady
for real.
sings the blues. Nothing can stop me now.
Johnny's come marching home.
I feel like a
That's it.
schoolgirl.
Who's laughing?
You
at me?
don't like yourself very much, do you?
Revenge is gauche.
Serves you right, pal.
So, how do you guys feel about losing so soon?
I'll remember that.
I may not start
This
quick,
can
but
only
I
help me
finish
get what
fast.
I want. We're here.
Bye-bye. See ya at home, Lumi.
Stop his guard now. He'll make a mistake.
Two
Hang
down,
loose, my
two to go.
friend.
You know what they say? Burn hot, fizzle fast. And she's off.
Keep it
Tell
down, will you?
Mom,
People
her
are
little
trying to
man's on his
concentrate
way
here.
It's all part
home.
of my master plan.
Engines.
Blue skies ahead, dude. Don't forget to use your head, dude. The big blue eye is just over the hill. Hang loose, my friend.
This can only help me get what I want.
Winning isn't everything, no.
Enough is enough, Red.
Sorry, Bucko. You're
was
on the road
practicing
to
some good jiu-jitsu, dude.
Loserville.
Home safe. I sure hope I'm being followed.
Blue gets all the good moves.
Dude, now I know why sailors call sitting
It's
still
never taken
in
me long
iron.
to go far.
Here's yellow.
The game is afoot, Watson, dude.
Look over your shoulder once and see me pass by.
I'd say sorry, but I was told not to lie.
When you least expect it, that's when I'll strike. Well, more sorry choices for me. I'm getting great mileage out of this card. Losers are red, winners are blue. Cross me once and I will bump you. Just waiting for my nails to dry.
So that's what it's like.
Keep it down, will you? People are trying to concentrate here.
The march of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Thinking, Lincoln. I'll get there in my own time, thank you.
You didn't actually want to go home, did you, dude?
And they're coming around the bend.
That's quite enough out of you, Red. A few steps closer to destroying you all.
Don't panic. Oh, Blue, you're always talking.
Your mother teach you any manners? You don't mind too
And
much,
who
do you?
says you can't have your cake and eat
Get off
it
of
too?
my cloud.
I am gonna finish the game, right? Hey, I'm fine just the way I am, bro.
He's off his guard now. He'll make a mistake. Drat! When the deck is this low, it's more difficult for me to win.
Undeniably, irrefutably safe.
You're such a lucky pawn, Red. Nobody likes a braggart.
Enough, Blue.
Yeah, lucky draw, brah.
Well, that's good for someone.
Dude, now I know why sailors call sitting still in irons. Cool. Good warm-up move. You ready to play now?
Don't worry, I'll still kick it in a high gear. Excuse me, could you guys move? I'm gaining on you.
An unrequited years of ballet have finally paid off.
Hey, pick on someone else for a change.
Boy, that's lucky, huh?
Make room, dude. Bye. Let's chill something's cool for a while.
I'm gaining on you. Shh, hear that? That's the smell of victory.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, what a bore.
That's helpful.
Out of the gate and into the race.
Inch, mile by mile. They're off! Golly, I'm good.
You go, boy.
Just call me
Charge!
Twinkle Toes.
Hooray for yellow! Hooray for yellow! Hooray for yellow! Yahoo! Hate to do that to you.
Yo, excuse me for sucking air, dude.
Coming around the bend.
Stay close. We two friends should stick together.
Here's yellow!
And they're coming around the bend. So many squares, so little time. For you. And they're coming around the bend.
Enough, Fred.
Sugar and spice. It's twice as nice.
Someone could get hurt on that thing.
Okay, so I wasn't the first one home. There's no shame in that.
Well, of course the strategy game completes first.
Are you proud of yourself?
So that means we're gonna do another game alongside it. What do we choose? I choose...
All right already, Red.
Oh, I don't have the Deal or No Deal game in here, don't I? Well, sure, let's do it.
I'm just lulling you into a false sense of security.
So we're doing Deal or No Deal and Sorry at the same time.
I like D. Crow, man.
Swap. I know it's quite crazy, but we're gonna do it anyway. I want to get as much as we can done in one night.
Part of my master plan.
Oh, yellow!
His so-called master plan, huh? Let's play.
Hello and welcome to Deal or No Deal. I'm Howard Mandel, and this evening you can walk away with a huge cash prize. In order to do that, you're going to have to be lucky, gutsy, and have a great sense of timing.
How lucky and gutsy? Well, let's find out.
26 of my better half.
Ladies, please.
We don't know what is in each of these 26 cases. We do know that the biggest prize amount in one of these cases is $1 million. $1 million all the way down
To the pesky penny.
different amounts, and each case holds one of those amounts.
Plain simple. Why don't we do 15 since that's the date today,
Okay, very
as
well.
of the air date?
Unless you decide to sell. We'll talk about that later. Find out what's in your case. Of course, so does everyone here. We start by opening those cases. Whatever we find in those cases is obviously not yours. Let's begin.
Sure, let's begin by opening number 20. And we got $5,000.
Off the board, $5 grand, not in your case.
Which one do you want to do?
You still have 5 more cases before you
We'll do 18.
Number 18. Let's see a low amount.
Whoa! What a rush!
There's the dollar.
$1 not in your case. 4 more cases to go.
Let's do 9. Brendan's favorite driver. And we find $750.
$750 off the board. $750 not in your case. All right, 3 more to open.
All right, let's do 12.
Number 12.
300.
$300 off the board. $300 not in your case.
Go west,
You have 2 more cases.
All right, let's do 23.
23. That's Stephanie. Come on, let's see the penny.
Aha! We're on the home stretch.
$750,000.
Not good. That is not good. $750,000.
Is off the board. It's gone. It's not your case.
You have 1 more case.
Let's open 3.
That's Shannon.
What do we got?
Something good.
Hopefully something good. $50,000.
$50,000 off the board. Not in your case.
Oh no, that would not be good. Let's put this in the safe zone.
The first round is over. You pick 6 cases, and now it's time for the banker to make you an offer. It's not your friend.
Oh, let's see what the banker's offer is going to be.
He is reading your
Gonna be
rate.
good, I hope.
He wants you out of here as soon as
Finally, I
possible.
thought I'd never
As
get
little
you.
money as possible.
You're such a lucky charm, Red.
There he is now.
Hello, Mr. Banker. Right. Okay.
Refresh that since the radar's not loading properly.
This is a very fair offer, but
You'll be hearing
it's very
from my
early.
lawyer.
The offer is
$14,000.
Think about
And I say no.
wow. You need to open 5 more cases.
We're going to do 25.
That's Madison.
Yeah, this is good.
$5.
$5. That's great. Get that off.
Here I come!
You have 4 more cases.
Let's do 7.
Number 7. That's Candace.
Dude, if you get a better card like that.
There's the pesky penny.
Penny is off the board. 3 more cases before the next offer.
And let's do Brendan's least favorite driver, number 5.
Definitely didn't get what I needed.
And that's the $1 million case.
And it's not in your
What a shame.
Play like a pro.
2 more cases before
We may as well open 6, see what's there. There we go, $200.
$200 off the board. Really low number.
Yes, indeed, a good low number. Alright, let's see what my lucky numbers got. Oh, 300 grand.
$300,000.
Need to avoid those huge amounts.
Keep
Well,
it down, will ya?
That
People are
round
trying
was
to
not
concentrate
in your
here.
favor. Let's see how much it hurt you.
Certainly wasn't.
I hate when you do that.
Okay. It's gone up. This is a good amount of money.
But is it good enough?
The offer is
Let's see.
$42,000.
$42,000.
About this.
And I say no.
Deal maker.
Now I know how a kept woman must feel.
Alright, let's pick 17.
Number 17, Sophia.
400 grand.
$1,000.
Yikes.
You have 3 more.
Now we're
cases
gonna try
open.
14.
Number 14.
That's 10,000.
$10,000. Not bad. Not bad. You have 2 more cases.
Now we're gonna do 26.
26.
High
That's
and dry.
no huge amount.
$25,000.
$25,000 off. Take 1 more case before the next.
We'll do 13.
Number 13. That's Adam.
Let's hurry it up.
$50.
That's good. $50 off the board. Left side of the board.
Draw, bro.
That was okay. Wasn't great. Not horrible. Let's see what the banker thinks.
Hopefully the banker's thinking something good.
Hey, I'm fine just the way I
Hello?
am, bro.
Okay. That's fair.
No, back this one up.
This is not
This just isn't these too much money. The offer is
$48,000. And I say no deal.
Wow. No deal.
Don't worry, I'll be back for the rest of them.
Now we're gonna do number 8.
Number 8, that's Jamie. Let's see a low amount.
100 grand.
You don't have $100,000.
Nor a slider, nor a bumper beat.
Pick 2 more cases.
Okay, 22.
22, that's Alexis.
$500.
Off the board, $500 not in your favor.
Here I come.
Just one more case.
Let's
to
do
go.
one.
Number 1.
And we got $500,000.
Off the board.
Bumpity-doo-dah. Bumpity.
Whoa, this is not the way you wanted it to go. You want to stay in that left column. Small
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay in that left column.
Revenge is good.
Well, let's see what the offer is.
If you were me.
Hey, remember me? That guy that used to be playing?
Okay. This, I think, is a decent amount of money. And he's offering you
I'm gonna move this guy closer.
$22,000.
Then I say no deal to that offer.
No deal.
You have no
Alright, 10.
Number 10. Show us something good.
Maybe I'll kill.
That's 75,000.
Off the board. Hopefully that won't hurt you too much.
So sorry. Hope you
You
won't
still
hold
have
against me.
one more case to open.
Alright, let's do 24.
That's Janine.
200 grand.
That'll hurt.
That'll hurt indeed.
Whoa, this is not the way you wanted it to go. You want to stay in that left column, small amounts.
Alright, let's send that home.
Hello?
Good thing I didn't leave you home alone.
Okay,
There we go.
I'll tell him that.
Alright, that's ready to go for tomorrow.
Not a very good offer.
Actually, it's a bad offer.
And the offer is
Oh yeah.
100.
100 bucks. 100 bucks. No.
No deal.
This is a terrible game.
This rank number 16. That's Tori.
Let's see, 16, $75.
$5 off the board. $75.
Not in your case.
Good round. Good round.
That was a better round, but I don't think it's going to help much. It won't help much at all, considering the offer. Considering the offer. Well, actually, considering
Okay.
what the top amount is on the board. Yep, it's still a bad offer. No matter what happens.
He's offering you
Now it's 200 bucks, and I say no.
no deal.
All right, number 2.
Come on, give us some good news.
Oh, no. That's terrible.
That round was not in your favor. Let's see how much it hurt you. Hello? Okay.
The offer's going to go down even more now.
Those picks really hurt you.
A very low offer. What's the very low offer? 100 bucks. No.
No deal, Beaver.
That's quite enough.
All right, let's do 21.
21, that's Blair.
$25.
Not in your case.
All those years at ballet have
Good
finally
round,
paid
good
off.
round.
Hey,
See how much it helped.
that's exactly what I don't need.
Hello? I'm just practicing some juju, dude. It's fair.
And he breaks free from the rest of the
Not
match.
a very good offer. Actually, it's
Yeah, it's still going to be a bad offer.
okay.
Vertical mile.
It's more than what you came here with, huh? The banker wants to know if you will leave now for $100.
For 100 bucks again. No.
No deal.
It's the king.
Well, that's good for someone.
Yes, you always say
Let's
that.
do 19.
19. All right. still okay.
No, Howie, we're not even close to being okay. Look at that board.
Go great. Let's
10 and $100 are all that's left.
I can't do it.
How could that be okay? We're already we've been in a very precarious position for like what, 6 rounds now?
Not a very good offer, actually.
Yeah, we were in a precarious position since the last of the big amounts went off the board. And now it's $40. What am I gonna do with $40? That wouldn't even cover the cost.
Final 2 cases. Well, before we open your
That didn't even cover the cost of my Portillo's lunch. Just
open your
keep it.
case and let's see how you did. Well, it looks like you didn't make the best deal. There's always next time.
Yeah, there's always next time. Yeah, right. Well, we don't know when that next time's gonna be. Maybe next week? Maybe like 2 weeks? Who knows? Who knows when that next time's gonna be? So you know what? While we're here and while we have these 2 virtual machines running, we may as well check a lot of this stuff off our list. And then we don't have to worry about it on Wednesday or Thursday. So all we can just do is play all those Wheel of Fortunes. And then just get right into Monopoly or something. Who knows? Then we'll have a lot less time. Alright, here we go. 2 games of Yahtzee. Let's get this guy home. I certainly know what we're playing next.
It'd be dull if I always got what I wanted.
So great. Now we're playing Sorry and Yahtzee together.
I guess that's why they call it sorry.
I feel so useless.
So useless, he says.
Move.
When another 2 comes up, that game will be over. And then we're adding Hyperbowl into the mix. Just need another 1.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
You just wait till next season.
Till next season. Well, the game assumes that we do the show in seasons, but guess what? We don't. We don't do our Sorry series in seasons. We just do it in full-fledged episode blocks.
That didn't help me one bit.
Yeah, not one bit at all. Just that 1 is what we're looking for.
Endurance is the key.
Keep it down, will you? People are trying to concentrate here.
That's thinking, Lincoln.
Thinkin' Lincoln. I don't know what's special about that phrase.
No stop until the top. Hop, green, hop. No stop until the top.
Nope.
That's okay. I'll make it.
That's okay, I'll make it anyway. There's that winning card.
Now I'm back in my element.
There's that card I need.
That didn't help me one bit.
All right already, Red.
And once again, that winning card
The lady is
goes to, like, the very next pawn. The very next player.
Make way for the Big 12 Bandito.
The Big 12 Bendito, if that's significant in any way.
Next time.
Oh my gosh, pair of twos. Now I gotta go back from one. Alright, well, at least I have the option for 2 now. So if I have that 2, I can end the game.
This can only help me get what I want.
Can only help me get what I want. Yellow got 2 in. Working on a full house. This full house. A lucky dude, Yellow.
That's okay.
Nah, just one off.
Oh, Red, you're always talking.
When I need you. I do hate regressive behavior.
You're starting to bore me, Blue.
There's that 2 that I've been looking for. That game took a while. Now we're going to move on to Hyperbowl. That's right. We're about to play Hyperbowl and Yahtzee at the same time. What an accomplishment! Just one foul! What's it going to be like when we do bowling and dueling at the same time? I wonder what that experience would be like. But hey, it's great. We can cross a lot of the Windows 7 stuff off our list. Because I have a feeling doing Wheel of Fortune is going to take forever. Because of how many weeks we missed. Because of how many weeks we missed out. And furthermore, how long it's probably going to take us to play Monopoly. We'll probably just do the duels and then the word game, and then we'll be done. This is amazing how much stuff we've gotten done tonight. I'm going to save Yu-Gi-Oh! For a little bit later on, once we're finished with Hyperbowl. It's usually when we do Hyperbowl, we usually only do 3 or 4 courses, but we're only gonna do 3 for the amount of time that we have. As I've said, I'll be back in Downers Grove tomorrow. I would have loved to throw Wheel of Fortune in following the Game of Life, but you know what? That's all right. I'm fine with I'm fine with it as it is. Let's add the narrator.
Windows 7, VMware Workstation window, opening parenthesis, closing parenthesis, number lock off.
Closing parenthesis, number
lock on, exclamation point. Windows 7, VMware
Now there's 2
Workstation
Windows
window.
7s.
Number locked on.
Exclamation point.
Windows 7. VMware Workstation window.
Exclamation point. Exclamation point.
Great accent. Exiting narrator.
Okay, no, I don't want to keep that going for a while. Hey, look, I scored a field goal. Isn't that amazing? Or as Yuma Tsukumo in the Power of Chaos says when he does the XC summoning, isn't that cool? Yes, that's literally his phrase. He certainly was feeling the flow the last time I dueled him. And when I dueled him when I was playing that other game, he certainly was feeling the flow when he did the XC summon. Because that's what Zexal brought to the table. It brought the XC summoning method to the card game. Trying to position the mouse. Yeah, trying to run Hyperball on a virtual machine isn't really the best. Isn't really the greatest. I just have to take it easy, and then I would have better control. But it's fine. Let me make sure I have the letters from the word game. Because that will be the last thing we do before we wrap things up tonight. So yeah, we'll play up to that ship course, and then I guess that's it. I mean, we attempted a similar feat last month where we tried to play 4 games at once. That was pretty amazing, and then later we threw Yu-Gi-Oh! Into the mix. Oh boy, that was fun. Playing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel, Sorry, Play 9, and did we have Game of Life in there? Yeah, I think we did have Game of Life in there. But it was fun regardless, doing all those games at once. I couldn't remember, was it April that we tried it? I think it was April. Oh, nice. Give me the bonus points. Hyper Entertainment. It's not gonna matter, I'm gonna win the game anyway. There we go. Alright, we're done with that virtual machine. Wait a minute. Dueling and bowling. Actually, I was about to say, are we done with that virtual machine? You know what? I just wanted... You know what? Let's do the duels on their own. Or if we do them both together, and maybe we could get everything done in a short amount of time. You know what? I think we can wait. You know what? I think we can wait on that. But now that I said dueling and bowling at the same time, why don't we do it? Why not? I'm gonna move this off the screen so I can open it. There we are. And then I'll shut this virtual machine down. Start this one up. Oh, it's gonna run without 3D support. Actually, it doesn't matter. The Yu-Gi-Oh games will work fine without 3D support. So even if it runs without the 3D effects, that's okay. The Yu-Gi-Oh games will still be able to run just fine. But I gotta be careful about which ones I open, because the music that's used in Yuya is copyrighted, as I have discovered after we showcased Yuya for the first time about a month ago. You know, when we first showcased Yuya and all those others about a month ago. And I don't want to do the single duel with Yuma either, so that's something I gotta keep in mind. So sure, let's do a duel. Let's duel and bowl at the same time. And we'll only have time for one. Just one duel. But the music with Jaden, it's not that different. Oh, hey, there's that background. Remember this background? Sure, let's duel against Jaden again. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to duel and bowl at the same time. Well, after oh, sure, let's start single duel. Yeah, it's the duel he's been waiting for. And this is the duel I've been waiting for, too. Because we're going to duel and bowl simultaneously. What kind of fun this will be. And then try to switch between both virtual machines. I end my turn. Ah, sure. No way. And destroy that. Oh, of course he's gonna resurrect a monster. And it's gonna disappear! Yes, I am done. I am so done, Jaden. Okay, the ball's going crazy. Sure, I'll also resurrect a monster. Oh, okay. Oh, it was just so the... Well, that's pretty bizarre. Yeah, of course those little command prompt dialogues come up on boot up. That is very annoying. That is very annoying. Especially when trying to play a PC game, which barely anybody ever does on Windows 11. An old-fashioned one like this one. Well, its effect will activate. I end my turn. This I can... Oh, it's still locked. But I'll set this down. Oh, here comes Monster Reborn. jeez. Oh, here comes the fusion. By combining these two together. Fusion time! Oh no! Yes, I'm gonna send them both back. Even this fusion one. There they go. I end my turn. Alright. This is going back in attack position, but let's deal with Hyperball first. Alright, here we go. Magical Arm Shield. That's the target instead. Maybe I should have done Harpy's Feather Duster before I did anything else. But oh well. And it still goes in defense position because it was able to successfully attack despite it being redirected. I end my turn. Alright, this is locked. This is going in defense. And the game's over. Okay. Well, that's going to send every monster back. And you know what? Sure. While we're dueling against Jaded, let's play the San Francisco set as well. We have a little bit of time left for that. Oh, jeez, it's going slow. I end my turn. Which one do I want? Which one do I want? X-Raider. And while we have the chance... No way! Yes way! Ah, dang it. Alright, end turn. Oh, here we go again. We're gonna discard our entire hands. We're good, I don't have to worry about his Mirror Force for now. Oh, here comes, well, that effect didn't, I end my turn. And now I'm gonna get rid of both of his cards. Here's one Mystical Space Typhoon. Sure, let's chain another one. See, it's already difficult trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And bowling at the same time. They're both destroyed. Let's end the turn now. And there goes that monster. And then another 1,000. And then 1,700. Magic cylinder. 1,200. Alright, that's it. That's all I can do. I'm gonna wait till he uses his highest monster. No, not right now. I have to use it. I have to use it. Or that duel, or this duel's gonna be over. Cool, there we go. I stopped the losing music, at least. But now can I do anything? I guess that's the only thing I can do. I can't tribute. I don't have a monster to tribute with, so yeah, this duel's over. You may as well end it. Yep, no going back from that. You don't know what you're missing. Well, that's a clip I don't think I've heard on this game before. Oh great, now the background's a penguin. The background is a penguin now. So great, the background is now a penguin. For some reason. Of course it connected to the internet. Oh, wait a minute. Connect network adapter is on, isn't it? What the heck is this background? Come on. Show me more info about that picture. Atlantic puffins in the Faroe Islands. So that's what it is. Okay, then. Plus some more questions about it. Interesting. But what about the other pictures? Oh, great. I don't need to have the graphics drivers. Oh, there's the one with that... There's the one with that tree with the water and the mountains in the background. In the foreground and background, respectively. What else did we get? Stone squiggles. A scenic splash. That's cool. I like the tree background. I'll keep it at that. Alright, let's shut that off. Unless it's already running Windows Update. Okay, good, it wasn't running it. It wasn't running it in the middle of the shutdown sequence. At least that's good, so. Alright. Let's bring this back up front and see what happens. And I just gotta... Well, now I can't get to it at all. So that's what happens, even if I do this. Nothing changes. The only way I can get it back is to do Alt-Tab and click Hyperbole. And there we go. We're right back to where we were. So great, I didn't have to do anything at all. I didn't have to restart the virtual machine, rather. Alright, so we're gonna finish this game, and then we're going to duel against Kaiba. And while I'm at it, on the host, I'm gonna pull the WMBS word game document up because we are going to, following the duels, we're going to see what kind of words we can make from all those letters from last week's word game and the one from 2 weeks ago. But, of course, we're going to do it again on Wednesday night or Thursday. And yes, we'll, I'll make sure to, if I remember to, get the letters written down for the week on the trip. And then we'll take care of that side of the word game when I get back. So that's what we'll do. Oh great. It's lagging. Oh, that is so bad. Yep, this is the last ball. Just 73. That's all I've got. Now how do I skip it? Oh, resume game? Yeah, I can't skip it. Well, yeah, can't skip it for some reason, but that's alright. But there we go. Alright. So, we'll go ahead and exit Hyperbowl now that we're done with that. Well, now I have to reset its resolution. Because Hyperbowl messed it up. There we go. Well, now, I gotta figure out where every frickin' thing was. And I gotta remember where everything was. Where the 5th grader game was. Where all the... Oh, wait a minute. This isn't the right order. There we go. Alright. Now it's time to duel against Kaiba. And I'll get the letters for each of the word games from the past few weeks set up while I wait my turn. So for you, victory is not in the cards. Well, we'll see about that. We will see about that. And I'll go first. Let me make sure that that's ready. I'm not going to do Sword of the Deep-Seated yet.
I activate my spell card. I set this card face down. I end my turn.
Alright, got the letters in. Got the letters in for the word game. You're activating a spell card. Well, yes, I am. I'm gonna destroy that. Nice, got rid of his physical space typhoon. Stuffed animal. And we'll go ahead and add another 500 to it.
Activating a spell card.
It takes 700 of damage, but now I get 500 of direct damage from the attack. And then there's another. Alright, let's see what he's gonna do next.
I activate my spell card.
Or he's gonna destroy it. Which now means Sword of Deep-Seated will be coming back to me. So that either is a good move or a fatal move. But I'll summon Mystical Sheep. I'll actually wait on Sword of the Deep-Seated for the time being.
Not bad.
I don't think I can change the battle positions in main phase 2. Yeah, I can't do that on this turn.
I end my turn.
Ooh, Corroding Shark. Alright. And then, yeah, I've already done the song. I could have done the tribute. That's right. That'll be just enough.
Not bad.
But wait, there's more! And look at that, now we're tied at 6,000.
I end my turn.
He can't do anything. So I know what my next move's gonna be. This one's a level 6 monster, which requires a tribute. So let's do it.
That's impossible.
Oh! And let's go ahead and use Sword of the Deep-Seated as well.
You're activating a spell card.
We may as well, since he doesn't have anything. So, this will be a grand total of 3,600. Ooh, here we go. I got 1,100.
That hurt.
He's down to 2,400. I hope he's got something.
I activate mesmeric control.
That's gonna lock the positions of my monsters as they are.
I end my turn.
Cannot change the position of these monsters. Alright. Let's see if this will be enough. Actually, yes, it will be enough.
That hurt.
Then we just gotta do that. And I take the game. It's been quite a while since I defeated Kaiba in a duel. Oh hey, at least some more protection.
Drill this into your head. Your dueling skills didn't beat me. I only lost because you had the luck of the draw.
Now that's a clip I haven't heard. I have not heard yet. I have not heard that clip yet. But yes, I certainly did have. The heart of the cards certainly worked out in my favor. But now, we're going to play a single duel against Joey. Then we're going to make up 2 weeks worth of the word game, and then that will be it.
Joey Wheeler
Doesn't take a back seat to nobody. It's time to duel. Okay, he won that. He'll go first. Alright. But it'll go to me, actually. No, we're not going to set that down. Alright, that's going to be my first move. I also saw that KPCC ended up getting their weekly in, so...
Let me give you a little hint. Better be careful. These cards are trash.
So I'm going to connect back to the small form factor PC, because I'm going to be resetting it in a bit anyway. There you go. There you are. Alright, back to the game here. This needs 2 tributes. This I can tribute. So, let's do it.
You're gonna tribute summon?
Yeah, I'm gonna tribute summon. And do this.
Oh, no!
Alright, that is my turn.
so good to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
He's bringing that monster that I just destroyed.
I summon Panther Warrior.
And then he brings up Panther Warrior.
I end my turn.
But the thing is, he has to offer a monster as a tribute in order to attack. Alright, well, let's summon Axe Raider. Then we'll do tribute to the Doomed. Discard Royal Command and destroy his Panther Warrior. And then we'll destroy this again. Then 2,000 directly.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
Alright, let's see what Joey's got. Gemini Elf.
I end my turn.
Well, sure, I'd love to do 1,300 directly. So, here goes Gemini Elf.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Too close. And then Tiger Axe.
Not too shabby, but you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
What happened to the window? There we go. I disappeared, but...
I end my turn.
Alright, we'll set down Island Turtle in defense position.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Also, let's set this trap down.
I activate my spell card.
And now it's gone. Right as I set it down, it is gone. I don't think that card is too much of an effect anyway.
Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap. I end my turn.
Giant Trunade!
Yeah. Flip.
Oh, there's Penguin Soldier.
Your attack triggered my effect.
So he's gonna send them both back to my hand. And I'm gonna have to retribute. And that is if I get my hands on another monster and it doesn't get destroyed.
I end my turn.
Let's put Island Turtle back in defense. Like we had it before.
I activate my spell card.
Now he's gonna destroy it. There that goes.
I end my turn.
Yeah, I'm also using this opportunity to set stuff up for tomorrow. This one will increase my life points. Well, I'm going to keep playing defense for now. And there that goes.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
The flip effect. Well, it's flipping over face up. Alright. Now we're going to do Hang Hang. We'll set that down. And with both monsters combined, this actually might be enough.
What?
Well, actually, I'll have to put Nimble Momonga in as well. Or...
I summon Alligator Sword! I end my turn!
Well, there's Time Wizard, but I don't feel like doing it. Let's Tribute again.
You're gonna tribute summon?
Yep. And we're going to get rid of that Alligator Sword.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Too close. And there's the wind music again.
I end my turn.
Better be thinking real good. Alright, I'll summon that. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, that is not going to work.
I'm changing it to attack position.
Well, that's going to give me 1,000 life points. And, of course, there's no other copies of that card to be added.
I end my turn.
Faithbird. Alright, let's see what he has face down. There's his Nimble. And we'll get rid of that.
It's all or nothing. I activate Skull Dice.
Well, that's going to negate and destroy the two monsters together. Well, at least I got rid of his defense layer, which was in attack position. Gemini Elf. That won't do anything.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Alright, that is my turn. Sure, let's resurrect the monster.
No way! A trap?
But which one do I choose? Has to be in attack position. I choose Axe Raider.
What? Can't be.
So that card loses attack points.
I end my turn.
Oh, hey, there's my Axe Raider again. But we gotta get rid of Zumbrea first.
Whoa! Man, that was close. Too close.
Then we can do directly.
Ah! Not too shabby. But you ain't gonna beat me with those lame attacks.
And now he's down to 500.
I'll just go along and set this card here. Let me give you a little hint. You better be careful, because this card's a trap. I end my turn.
I don't think that trap's gonna be too much, so let's end it.
I don't mean to brag, but my skills are perfect.
Well, that didn't do much. Because this duel's over! Yeah, said it in the style of Hawk Harrelson, who used to be the announcer for Chicago White Sox on TV, on the TV broadcast side of things. Well, I need Toon World before I could use Toon Mermaids, so what's that for? I would love to. A Cure Mermaid now. That's cool.
Hey, give me one more match. I know I can beat you this time.
Really, Joey, you want another match? I know you asked me that question weeks ago, but unfortunately, no. We here do not have enough time we don't have time for another match. I gotta be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow morning so that way I can be ready to watch the morning rush hour on the racetrack at 7 a.m. sharp. Does it look like I have time for another match? No, I do not. Considering how long this match lasted and what I want to play around with before I tuck it in and, you know. But hey, I'm actually quite amazed at how much progress we've made tonight. I'm honestly impressed. So folks, I guess that leaves us with one final thing to do for tonight, and that is the 2 weeks worth of the WNBS word game that we missed. So the first one we'll be doing is for the week of June 3rd. So here are the letters. So there's the letters right there. I'm not even going to bother saying it because of how tight on time we are. Well, I'll say it anyway. So let's see. We have O, E, H, P, L, T, and O as our letters. Now, let's see what words we can make. Let's try halt. Halt PO. PHEOLTO. How's this gonna autocorrect? Let's see. Spelling. Well, photo is one of them. Photoel. Photele. LETOHOP. OHPO. How about HELTOPO? Heltopo. How about pool hat? Pool hat. Let's try THO OLEP. Thulep. Thulep. That's crazy. Let's try HELO. Help. Help to. Well, help to it would work well if help to was 2 words, but we gotta use all of them and then combine them all into one. This is a tough one. PHELTOO. Fell to. How about falute? Maybe it's not the way it's supposed to be said, but okay. Let's try PLOT. Plotio. Plotio. How about plot OHE? PLETE8. How about PLEH? TOO. Pletoo. It's nuts, isn't it? OLTPHEO. Okay, let's see. What else have we got here? HEL top. HELO top. Helo. Huh. Yeah, I can't really think of a word with those letters. Well, I tried my best. Okay, now for the word game from last week, June 10th. So we got POHASLIRCHS as the letters. That's a lot of them. Let's see what we can make. CHRIS LASHOP. Chrysalis hop. Let's try SHIRS. Okay. That didn't work. Can't really think of any other words. So let's try one more. Because why not? Ash Polic HRS. Yeah, that's not even close to being a word. But you know what? That actually really is all I can think of. Those are the only words I can think of for the word game. Well, that was fun. That I'm able to do over the last several weeks. Heck, maybe even over the last several months too. Considering that everything that led to this went down in late April, and our weekends have been pretty much thrown off course ever since. But it's going to be a pretty complicated schedule going down the road. But we'll try to work around it as much as we can. It seems like this is going to be as I've said, this is going to be a tough reality now, having to alter our weekend schedule more frequently. But there are some other things I'm considering as well. But, of course, I'm going to get to those at a later point. If this continues, which I'm sure this will continue to be, this will be more and more frequent. But anyway, that is going to do it for us here tonight. But I got to say, just within the 4 hours that we were on the air tonight, we really used that time very good. We made up a lot of our games. We made up a lot of them. So now we just have our 2 longest ones left. 3 weeks worth of Wheel of Fortune daily puzzles, and of course, Monopoly. And that is all that remains. So, considering how long it'll probably take us to get through 3 weeks worth of puzzles, I think it's going to take us half an hour for each week. So I expect that to take an hour and a half. So I'm thinking we'll start at 1:30 on Thursday afternoon. So we'll do the first part of our makeup things on Thursday afternoon. Maybe we'll start at 1 just to allow for enough time. So we'll start at 1, and then we'll make up the last 2 games on our list. That being Wheel of Fortune Deluxe and Monopoly. And then, of course, this week's WMBS word game. So that's what we got coming up on Thursday. But, of course, we still got to get through Roblox for this week. We also, if we can do it on Wednesday night, then great. We'll do it Wednesday night. Although it's very likely that we're going to be doing coverage of the Enhanced Risk that day. So it's very likely then that we'll do those games on Thursday instead, and we'll do that and Backyard Baseball in a doubleheader. So, of course, the games would be first, and then Backyard Baseball would immediately follow at 5 p.m., as per usual. Of course, that's subject to change. And then, of course, Friday, I'll have my whole Friday totally free before we come on the air for the games that night. But then, of course, next Saturday we won't be live in its entirety, so we're just going to be doing the 2 other ones, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the character stuff. But yeah, with all that being said, that is it for us here tonight. Thank you for joining us here. We hope you enjoyed it as much as I did bringing it to you tonight. Although we don't usually go live on Mondays since we since we completed the Travel Series remake. And we will see you all again, as I said, tomorrow morning for episode 9 of Downers Grove. And we hope to see you then. Although it's very likely that not many will be tuning in at that time. But we'll see. But until then, from all of us here, from myself, Jesslyn Fald, and from all of us here at Playing Field TV, we bid you all good night.